Just getting all started up here. Still gotta get my stretches in, but I thought I'd get things started at least. Alright. Chat phone's on. Stream is up. We are connected to the Wi-Fi, so I don't have the worst possible stream output. I think it just comes down to getting my stretches in before we get started. About task charts later. I'll check my Otomo to see if there's anything we need to do, but I don't think I can warm up with a lot of max rating stuff. Ah, sweet. I need to play this. I don't have the song unlocked yet. We'll do that at the end. I'll just warm up with like some random 13 or whatever. Sure, I need to do crystal. expecting an upscore on this. Hello, the stream. Just getting started up here. I think we'll just hop into Otomo, honestly. I'm feeling good about it. If any chat members see Otomos they want me to play, even if they're max, I'll go for it. Honestly, let's just go for the new song. Warm up with the sight read, why not? At least I didn't be ready for that jack. That's where all the act went. Oh well, I can get a loss early on for a song I hadn't gotten to play. Hello, welcome in. Let's see. If I play on the upper end, I get more points. So these ones have SS2, these have 3. My current one is 3 right now. So I'll get the least amount of points for the low end, but I lose the most for losing. So it's usually better to go for these double S2s. I think Selector is going to be your safest choice here. Safe is a stretch, but aiming for triple S plus instead of max is probably still a better idea for warm-ups. I against the bot? I thought I was behind that entire time. And then all of a sudden I see, oh, I'm at 100.5 still. No, I guess maybe the player gave up. It has to be. They just gave up and stopped hitting those touch notes. Oh, you've never seen a master stream before. Well, you're in for a treat. We got all sorts of variety going on now. If you see any songs you're interested in, or if you have any requests, I'll totally fulfill those. For the most part, I'm just playing whatever is selected for me, and I'll give him credit. Because the way that Otomodachi works, that game mode that I was doing, it generates 15 new songs every credit. So out of those 15, I can pick those and try to rank up again. So that's what I'm doing just to work on my consistency. But I'm fine taking some side trips. Even though I just played my first credit, I'm already parched. It's so warm in these arcades. Hydration is important when playing something this intensive. Let's see what's in the heart of the cards this time. To do any Chihos right now. I see Caliber. I see Nijiyome-chan. Oh my god. What is going on in here? What the heck? We are getting some nasties in here. I can give this a revenge play though. And honestly, I might just do that forever. Hey Jinryu, thank you for stopping by. Looking forward to working on consistency today, so hopefully it doesn't blow up in my face or anything like that. Okay, so now I just have to remember that there's a long-ass gem. Is there anything else that caught me off? I mean, there's a lot of weird double taps. I feel like I might have with one of those breakages. I'll have to look at the breakdown. I don't think I messed up too much, except for like the... Okay, I did hit one bad. Then that explains it. It's like 11:0. Oh, going to stick up on the higher end. As I was explaining, these ones are going to give me more, so telepathy is probably a good one to do. And then, to be honest, this one's kind of a gamble. But if I fail it, then I don't lose this much. So I think we'll do this one after. I promise I won't dodge backs for forever. I'm still warming up a little bit. So there's something with the slides in here where I get like a good splash. There's like these cross-chain slides. I'm gonna focus on those, see if I can get that cleaned up. I've been playing for about 4 years now. Something in that vein. That's what we call a reverse choke. Getting that great at the start was a little unfortunate. I did get a good in there though, so it happens, it happens. I believe that's a... I don't know if it's upscore. Time to find out. It is upscore, somehow. Oh, cut my brakes. I'll always welcome a 4-star DX score. Okay, well, my options are getting SSS plus 14s, which is well doable. I'm not quite there, especially not off of a warm-up. So, I'm just gonna have to gamble on Nijiobe. I'm gonna get like 2 good slides and it's over. But, we'll have fun trying.
Go.
And it's just that easy. Might have got a good slide or two in there, but we still got the cheese, baby. That cheese, I was just purely hoping the muscle memory would be there, and it clutched out, Alright, we're getting into it a little bit more. I'm looking forward to getting to higher tiers because we're going to have more interesting chart variety. We are getting a few 14s peeking in there, but right now it feels like it's mostly 13 plus and a couple random 13s. So once I tier up a couple times, it'll be a little more interesting, I would say. Once I get a little tired of Otomo, I'll also switch over to more like 14s in general. I think that folder is just where I should put most of my efforts. Once I'm ready, that is. It is quite the exhausting folder to go through. Bringeth us today. I see some weird ones in here already. It's here again. Is that the same one? No, it's a different person this time. I'm not. It's $4. I'm gonna go for the 2s. Oh, we can do this one. I was like, I'm worried about 14. This is I can do that. I'm gonna do that for $8 later, anyways. Man, I was hoping this would be double S2. But yeah, we'll rose hop right into it. I think this is the person we just went against one of the songs. Oh boy. I think this is fine. Everybody, are you ready? Let's get this party started. Let's get this started. The sun's coming out and I'm ready to fight. I wanna feel the rays on my face. It's not a sunset, wishing all over the place. I'm ready to get some fun. I'm in the sun, dance until the moon comes. Everybody, come on, dance, everybody. Oh my god. 998. I'm in spitting distance. What matters is we won. And if that was in Shin 8 Dawn, that would be minus too much. Oh goodness. 8-1. So that'd be 16 minus 19. That's 19 health. Xfinity isn't the best. I definitely let go of a hold that I would have been fine on normally. Well, looks like we have a couple at our level that are pretty straightforward. I'm trying to remember how much we have left, because I just moved up quite a bit. I think I'm like, if I'm 1 point away, then it would just be a matter of doing one of these lowers. But there's not even any easy ones in here either. Everything's max. So all the 16Ks are still moving up. Yeah, it's 16Ks. Honestly, I'm just going to go to this one. I think this is our best bet. I really like how interesting this song is. I would love to learn the 8-bit at some point. Yeah, I think that's AP learnable. Wow. 100.94? What the hell? Oh, we definitely won. And it's boss time. Uh-oh, I'm against Misokatsu Terra. Or Misokatsu Samurai, my bad. Me and my radicals. One break from all perfect. Okay. Oh, okay. That's pretty typical one. It's a little long, honestly. To me, at least, it feels like a pretty damn long song. Well, let's get it done. thought I was playing so lazy. Why is it 100.7? I even missed a note while I was like ad-libbing crossarm. It's just because there's so many notes, I guess. I don't know, I sound like I'm upset for winning that or something. I'm just surprised. Yeah, no kidding. It actually really feels like it ends there. I thought about saying something out loud, but I was just too focused. Also, hi, Wakan. I don't know how to say your name properly. Welcome to the stream. Just doing a bit of a Otomo right now. I'll probably move to 14s in a bit. Once I start getting a little tired of the selection or something. I'm hoping we roll some better stuff with double S1s in our lineup.
Welcome to maimai.
Alright, let's see what we get. And it's only bad if you have to start from D5. I honestly don't think the double S5 to triple S5 is that big a deal. Triple S5 to legend, yeah. I'm not gonna go that far. With how the song lineup is, I'm looking like I can make it to triple S3 eventually. But once I hit triple S5, it's just gonna be poking at it every now and then when I feel like it. More of a side challenge than an actual grind. Oh, at that point it's only cosmetic, because there's no way I'm getting past. If I get past Rintex somehow, then I'm not getting past Metamorphosis. It's just not happening. If I can triple S plus Metamorpho by the end of this version, cool, but I'm not getting 100.9 on that thing. Ooh. Another Sun Dance, huh? And it's on SS1. I think I just have to do it again. I mean, it's quite the jam. Everything's max. Alright. I'll mention this now. I'll run through them, but if there's any songs that you see, even if they're lower or max, I'm taking requests in chat on them. Or of course, you know, we can always do external ones too. That doesn't always have to be enough. It's just 2 eggs in one basket if I get a request that's also a cover. I think we're just gonna go with the settings. There's a certain slide that I splash. That's the only thing that's kept me from AP. If I can get the slide that I don't know where it is. There's a certain slide. I can get that. For ticket AP.
I got so nervous. I was like, holy shit, and then I couldn't hold it. Still a very good upscore though. Ooh. Remember to breathe when you're playing. I was holding my breath too long. Oh, we won. Well, let's just do this again. I need the consistency for shin 8. My dirtiest parts are the B's. Are you ready? Let's get this party started. Let's get this started. Sun's coming out. I'm ready to party. I wanna feel the rays on my face. It's never sunset. It's all over the place. I'm ready to get some fun. In the sun, we dance until the moon comes. Everybody, come on, dance, everybody. Great. Come on, everybody. I like to do that twist around, but it's definitely not the most reliable thing on the planet. How many grades was that? Was that like 4? Oh, it was 7. Okay. A little more understandable. Still, mine's 14. That's like -4 after home. So I lost that one. Maybe I should do something a little safer and come back up. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of maxes. I think we just kind of have to choose one to go for it. Or we do Baddest. Now, question for everybody. Will I hit the spin? That's a great question. I actually don't know. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I'm going to try and hit the stance. The tall person stance. Completely still, arm moving. Too fast.
it was 0.5 on the spin. I guess all that Q Chicago spin training has paid off. Ah well. We basically zeroed for that credit, which is a little unfortunate. But we are getting more interesting songs. Now if all of them could, if not every single one was max threshold, I'd be more happy, but I know I can do max, it's just it's a risk, right? Could it be 100.505 or is it going to be 100.7? Alright, on to our next song. Thunder chat, if any of you see a song in the Otomos that I'm not picking, that you want to see me play, just let me know, I'll play it. I'm definitely feeling a little more warmed up, even if the scores aren't showing it. What did we get this time? Let's see it. Max. I complain about max and then every single one is max. So it's either play safe on the lower end with only like just triple S and triple S plus thresholds, or we go for the upper. I think in terms of max, of course this one, I don't want to get my stream muted though. I actually have to edit out that if I play it. Take over this one. Maybe the Yoshiwara element. lost by 0.008. All just because I got nervous on the tapping timings. That's the risk we take for playing uppers. And one grip rate. We get all the difference.
その曲を選んで
Okay, let's play some SS2 stuff then. They're a lot sleeper. Actually, this one I want possibly timing. There's like a certain pattern that goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you take the slide with that.
応援してるわよ
But I had stared at that slide for way too long. I always make the silliest misses on this song. I just keep making silly misses on that song. I need to listen to my taps closer. It's less about the pattern, but more about not focusing on the slide. It helps me not look at the slide so early, because I usually play with negative. I just love like Tech Not Plus. Not a lot of people get to see it. I usually shit miss or I do really good otherwise. So. Not that higher. I need my sensor display out. I feel like I need to warm into it a couple of times. But for triple S threshold, I could hold. It's gonna be close.
応援してるわよ
I just have to keep my thumb lower. If I'm not missing these, should be okay. I thought with my misses it was going to be a lot worse than that, but looks like it really is just not missing touch notes at this point. Oh, and holds. Something about great holds. I think there was like one section that I thought I needed to let go earlier. Alright, let's see if we roll better, because I don't want to just go against a bunch of S1 maxes, double S1 maxes. That's what the Yoshiwara limit was. I don't like losing the .008. On to the next. Loading times are holding me back. I could just keep going and going on spamming these times. I think historically on Technopolis that was my second best, so I'm pretty happy with that. Usually I have to play it a couple times. It means we're learning, adapting. I wouldn't mind breaking into 14s if there were more triple S plus, but so far I've only been seeing max. This is basically a 14, and it's triple S. Okay, we have two triple S. We have been blessed. Go back to having that. I want to turn my sensor display off. I think everything else is good. My touch speed. I'm a bit of a settings gamer. I switch every song. cleanest in the world, but I think that's upscore at least. Where did all the gas go? Was this our last spin? The only thing you need to know about the touch hold section is it's always after the tap. And if you're hitting fast on these, then usually you're gonna rush it. So aim for late critical, and it makes it a little easier. Oh, that was up by a whole percent, or 0.1. But I had 3 bad slides. That's probably where most of the yak went. Well, it's CiRCLE S threshold. Someone didn't get the jack properly. I was able to AP this until like that one, like the Zakko, where you have to like do a weird like crossover. I don't even know how to describe it. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna get over with. Doing a little better at the handoffs, but it's definitely a work in progress. Alright, we're up at tier. Good news for us. That was only track 2 as well, so I guess we got choices to lead. Morning Bloom was probably my best choice, but it's also my least reliable. It's weird to say that, right? Because I know I can hit a lot of this well, but if I get caught off guard by any of it, or I fail to drill at the end, then I lose a lot. I think nothing was gained without taking risks, so let's just give it a go. Another L for height. Are you talking about the bracketing or with the slots? The bracketing, you really just have to make, it's the same as I was explaining Tiamat earlier in Discord. But you do that same exact type of thing for Tiamat, where you kind of just have to, I guess it's easier if I angle like this, or like this. I did it really weird there. It worked. What matters is it worked, right? Okay, let's just give it a try. AirPods in so I can hear the sound a little clearer. It's just a little unpredictable. I understood why I was saying I had a bad feeling about it. I usually say that when I can't remember what's wrong with it. So, the slides play out of their BPM. Because this song is like a lot more up-tempoed, but the BPM for the slides is lower, which means that I just can't figure out when to launch them. So when I see my very first slide go like that, an instant, it's not ready for that. Yeah, button screen is fair. Just going for it. I mean, I have to do that for Eta Beta, as much as I despise that chart. Unironically, one of my lowest 14s.
Welcome to Mama!
If we do play Eta Beta, I have a secret weapon scenario. And we call that secret weapon a stool, because I can just sit down for the lower jacks. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Walcott, but I have a video where I think I put on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, how tall people play maimai. I showed a couple examples of trying to play tall, and one of them I had sit my, where I just tried to do Eta Beta while sitting on a stool. And it's double S1. Anal wheel, finally a 14 that is not locked to max. So this is our cutoff. Well, I think since I have it in my memory banks, and I think I could AP it theoretically, I'm just going to do morning boom while it's fresh. Not to be repetitive, but might as well go for the AP practice. I just have to remember slides go faster. Slightly delayed, but if I slide them when I think they should go, they go. I'll double check if it was actually this one good. Max can mean anything from 0.5 to 101. They randomize the break sum, so let's say this score submits, it could add some more to my break values that were non-crit, or it subtracts some. It's a randomly decided when match starts. And also it was one good, it was just me having my phone up too much. But if you do tie 101s, you do get points. I'd be really unfortunate to get a 101. Extremely. But I will just go for this. Get some points in action, baby. Let's see how my 14 consistency is. On something that is not USM. Played that like shit. Once it got to that weird polyrhythm, I was just thinking Mystique is Iris in my head and my muscle memory went straight to it. It is not Mystique is Iris, not quite. I assume you changed your judgments. Because it shows fast late for whatever you have as your fast late indicator. Oh, you said you switched it, sorry. There's enough chat messages, I missed it. Yeah, I stand by having a lot more critical judgments. It's a little more information dense, but once you learn how to parse through it, it's a lot more easy, it's a lot more workable to improve your scores. It also helps you with your consistency on the luck score. Alright, I'm just gonna play the 13. We put our work in, we survived even though I shouldn't have. So I'm just gonna get some extra points. Unless I fail the jacks. I think there's like mini jacks or some shit, you know, I just not be able to do. There's also that really weird brake section. That's just not wild. Alright, well, I'm glad we had a credit of full progression. I was a little too busy looking at chat to see what my margin is at, but I think we're about a credit away from boss now. 100.9, one good. I don't think I've gotten any APs tonight, but that wasn't really my goal. It's always nice to get a passive AP, but I think I usually have to put a couple tries towards the sing song. If I was in like serious, focused AP mode, then yeah, I'd probably be getting a few. But we had Paranoia was pretty close. Morning Gloom. Oh, there was another one. Telepathy. Yeah, telepathy, I reverse jokes. Just another reminder, chat sees any songs in my Otomo that I'm not choosing or I'm not looking at. Let me know in chat, I'll play those. I'm just kind of aiming at the upper threshold because you get 4 or 5 for each tier. So you get, my current is SS2, so I get 5 for SS1 that give me more points. I get 5 for SS2 that are on my level, and then I get 5 for SS3. So we'll look through them, see if there's anything interesting. I try to hover the SS1s for more points. Oh, it's here again. Nice. Okay, so I will absolutely do that. Okay. Double S plus on a 12 plus. What the heck? Who did this? Oh, it's a bot. Okay. John Maimai, 16,300. Looks like we got a couple decent ones in here. Yeah, we'll just do by the raid. This was my second ever 14. This is like the first one I put real focus into. If I can't do this one, I'm absolutely lost. More than I wanted to. I can hold. We picked it back up. First half is harder than the second half. AKA, I forgot how to read the double shafts. is like one of my favorite remasters for sure. Alright, well, I see no reason not to. What stopped me from AP? There's something in the last corner. It's not the jumping trills. I think it's overhand. Like da 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 da. Something like that. Mass harder than remass? It depends on your threshold. If you have the stamina, both are pretty doable. Okay, so the overhands are the deluxe. That's okay though, consistent 100.8. It's not for that. And then for this one, it's the eaches. Those eaches be splashy if you don't play with fingertips. So it looks like we're still another credit away, assuming I get a free win in here. I'm not too worried about this one, unless I have like 100.8. Well, let's go for it. Overhands are hard for sure. I don't disagree with that. boss grates on an unpredictable swing pattern. That chorus on the second half of both choruses has a weird swing trip to it. Once I internalize that, I'll go do that one. I find the long ones are the hardest ones to do, the prolonged ones. So stuff like Halcyon Standard, World's End Loneliness. Sure, there's another one today. The ones that go for a longer time require more hits. I can do it once or twice, maybe. Once it gets to 3 or more, it just gets a little too much. Ah, Sacred Ruin. Yep. That one was a challenging one. Definitely makes for good Shindon fodder now. So I believe we have just enough points now that if I do 3 double S1s, we are at the boss for next credit. So we gotta hope that our RNG is good. What could it be? What could the lineup be? We're gonna have a bunch of 14 hacks. I'm calling it here now. Or it's gonna be the weird techie 13 pluses. Of course we got Grandeur. Hey, techie 13 plus. Techie 13 plus. That's SS2. Dang it. I was like, oh, we can do that. For sure, that's my bot right there. And, play all that techie 13 plus. There's no way I'm doing any of these hacks. This one would be a full forget read. This one I do not trust myself on. This is my best bet. I might as well risk it. Yeah, the transitions are definitely the hardest part. Even with counting properly, it just... having to do that motion while you're still focusing on drilling is a little much for me. This song's a banger. Sometimes I get like a good splash, but I would love to FC plus this. really good score, and I forgot how. What would you describe it as? It's not a chorus. It's after the chorus, but where it starts going into the. I just can't remember that off the top of my head. And there's like a triple jack. Oh, that was worth a try. Fun song. Somebody say go for triple S on Orchid Symmetry remix. I think I'm throwing away points doing this. I'm not gonna lie. But it's one of those that I want to work on, so I'll take, if I lose, it's my practice fee. I think I need a screen hack. It's always that. I forget the polyrhythm is. I still won! I played like shit and it paid off! I have to remember that polyrhythm. I always forget it. Makes me want to be in freedom mode where I can quick reset and just hit it. Freedom mode don't exist here. Oh, I think we earned ourselves a freebie. Get some My Star Gin. No way we're APing this again though. I had to maybe put 2 credits into it to get it. There's like a very specific jump and it is completely unintuitive. Okay, we still got it. We still got it. Too great? Not bad, not bad. So for the ending, I didn't do it correctly on this one, but I had it in my head since I've gone for the 8 feet. You kind of need to be ready in your head to know that your left hand wants to be down here. So if you prioritize your right hand doing this pattern, you can catch the drill starting here. But I think what confuses a lot of people is that it's left leading. It's not right leading, you have to catch it with your left first. So I think there's like some sort of swipe. Having your hand ready does a lot of the work. Okay, that was a alright credit. I was still looking at chat, so I missed what, I keep missing what rating we're at. I still think we're about 8 points away, I want to give a guess. That Otomo grind do be brutal though. I didn't remember it taking this long, but I also didn't try and do it all in one sitting. I would just do a couple here and there. Honestly, it's kind of fun though, just getting to hang with chat and push around some songs. Let's see if we get any fun ones this time. Sound Chimera again. Goodbye, Mr. Jack. Doing great game. Nice. Max rating blows up everything. Well, I guess we're doing Sound Chimera again and then Don't Gray again. I'll look at what the other ones are. If chat sees any they want me to play. Just this swing, that wouldn't be too bad. We practice Magical Paradox or 8 Dawn. Let's just, honestly, let's do Don't Gray again first. See where my points are at. I don't think there's anything I'm terribly worried about. I'm not going to aim for AP. I'll try. I'll try for AP plus even, but it's like you slowly lower your expectations as it goes. So miss a break, okay, AP. Let's get a great. Oh, full combo plus. I started experimenting with the slides a little bit. Forgot the order. Oh, well, we had a lot of breathing room, so that's the good news. We're one away from the boss, which means that anything's fair game for this one. Let's see, what's interesting in here? Swift swing looks fun. Magical paradox would lose me a lot if I lose, so... Oh, Swift swing. Get some fortune practicing. How many jump scares can I endure? This is like one of those charts where it's not too hard for 14.3, but you have to memorize the hell out of it. If you don't memorize it, then you just get hit with a lot of random crap you're not ready for it. Oh, it's fine. Jump scare one. I mean, I haven't touched that chart in a couple months, and there's always something that'll catch you. But it didn't matter, we got the points. We're up against the boss. Time for double S1. Hello, welcome to chat. Thanks for stopping by. I'm thinking after this boss, if there's nothing good in Otomo, I'm going to take a break. We'll do some 14s, or maybe I'll start practicing for shinny. Any your question chat, I'll always take those as well. This one shouldn't be too bad at all. I've been on AP pace before. I don't really expect myself to be on this one. This is another one of those where if I play it for a couple credits, I got it, but one shot, probably not. least I think that was upscore. What do you mean by when I play? I play now. It was not upscore. I thought I was close, but I guess I got more grades than I expected. Alright, double S1 promotion. This means one more tier away from triple S5. I don't even have the legend song announced yet, so I got like a whole, what, 3 months or whatever. Alright. Let's see what the triple S5 bosses have. Or rather, the picks. Well, I've seen the older version of this game. There's a couple places in the US that bought them secondhand back in the early 2020s. But I really started playing it when I studied abroad in Japan. I started playing on Maimai Festival, and honestly it was a great outlet for me for releasing stress when I was having a hard time in school. But I just really connect to rhythm games, and I found one that has a bit of a physical factor to it that I really enjoy. Smacking buttons is surprisingly therapeutic, and it's good exercise. Okay, so nothing insane. A lot of maxes, as expected. Might as well give it a shot. It's -1. I'm usually not having issues until the second drop. So we'll see if I can read it properly this time. Oh, whoops. Messy start. totally lost. No. There were so many random mistakes that could have been preventable, and I messed all of them up. I don't have any pets. I live alone for work.
遊ぶ曲を選んでね
Not much about the arcade. It's probably better that I don't have one. I want to make sure that they live the best life, and I would not be able to provide that. Alright, we're going to take a break from Otomo. And my 14s are not looking very clean right now, so I'm going to play a couple of ones that feel comfy for me and see if I can just play them decently. Like, I'm not expecting 100.8, but if I can at least get 100.6 or something. Excuse me. Triple S Plus means it guarantees that I win. That we gotta work on that a little more. I was so spacing, I forgot the direction change on the slides. It's called Maimai Deluxe. You can find it at arcades. If you're in the US, it's most commonly found at Round 1. Let's see. What am I feeling? I'm feeling well, like I need to hit the random button or something. I'll play that dance. Virtual Damnation? Yeah, I'll play that next time. Right now, stamina. So exhausting. It's a shame I missed that. I was so focused on the slides, I did not hit the brake. Ooh, okay. You know, I was kind of feeling like this before I came in, but I had a feeling my 14s were going to be a little uneven, which is why I had it on the docket to get more of those worked in. So that just means we got to play a few more of them and see if we can get back in our stride. So, funny story, I started playing the game when I was on the old cabinet, so the original maimai finale cab. And on the finale cab, there's some differences from deluxe. They don't have touch notes, and they don't have those flowy X taps. What I didn't know about Dead Man's Ballad is how many X taps it was full of. So I tried playing that chart legitimately, like those trills and those spins. That plays like a 14 plus if you're trying to take that seriously. Alright, on to shimmy on my upper half here. Definitely not upscoring, but I still want to see where we can get to. think I had a bad brake at the end. Look on the plus. Our brake count is so high though. Not too bad brakes. Yeah, I think I had one earlier. Oh yeah, but the whole spin isn't as bad as you think, but it definitely, Deadman's is definitely not designed for that to work. They probably have to space the holds out just a little more. Although with the BPM count, it is like a really high BPM, so I think it would be a little more forgiving. Is this in there again? And it's SSS I. Oh, here we go. Some losses. I should not go for a max. There were so many mistakes I made in there that I could fix. I'll take the risk. There's a very specific spin that I try and reset my hand for a second time, and that's where my parsing and the drop gets messed up. Goods. I think that's close to upscore, but it wasn't quite the win because I went against the 16,500. Quite the gamble indeed. But I think it's exactly the push I needed because we got upscore off of that. It felt a lot better except for those goods I was getting because I overlapped the screen a little bit. Yeah, 100.7 is usually what I expect for these. I do need the motivation to try and get consistent on those, so I'm just working on it as I can. And see if I can hit these double jacks. felt pretty good about that for the most part. Just had a miss here, rushed those slides by accident. At least we're back up positive now. Under 0.8, huh? That's the dream. Maybe one day. Today is entirely about building backbone, my foundations. Even though I can only get rating off of 14 pluses right now, I just need to go back to my fundamentals and get more 14 triple S plus. I wanted to start it off with ones that I was a little out of my zone with, or in my zone with, since I wasn't feeling too hot. But now that I'm feeling a little more clean with my 14s, or a little more I can do this type mentality, I think we'll start going for some that I don't have triple S plus on yet. And then for my BB, I don't know which the order is, BBK, BBKK, something like that. Whatever that song, I have like 100.6 on it right now. Not the worst, but not the best. Why are we looking in here? Yeah, nothing I'm really looking to do right now. Let's find something in here I'm feeling like working on. There's definitely a couple easy fixes that I just haven't gotten around to, and then there's a few that actually give me a headache. Let's get this one to go. I think we're going settings. This one is mainly just the ending, but I'm going to try and do the strat where for the hold I do 3 taps instead. tried to do that pulsing. It didn't go very well. It did go decent, I just got a good hold out of it. Okay. That's definitely doable. I think I'm gonna do a run back.
その曲を選んでね。難易度を選んでね。これでいいのね。
See if I can tune in a little better this time. That's more like it. It's so hard to control those. It's just slow enough that you'll almost always turn up fast if you try.
遊ぶ曲を選んでね。
Alright, there's one new one. I'll do one that's a little less a little more brain. This one is not getting upped right away. I'm just gonna play it for funsies. I'll try and get there, but it's not happening try one. that's totally fixable. Wow. I did that way cleaner than I was expecting. It was just that ending. I tried to cross, stay, but it should be cross, back, cross, back. We can totally do that. Maybe not with a random miss this time. Alright, good progress so far. Let's see if we can make lightning strike twice. Messier. The punish is pretty hard on this one if you're getting your slides bad, so that accuracy is totally deserved. I'll give it till the end of this credit and then we'll move on to another one. Unless this next one is really bad. If I'm still playing about where I was on the last one, then we'll move on.
と上に止めてください。間違えないでください。
Shit, we're right there. Alright. We can close it out now.
その曲を選んでね。
There's a little more early cycling. Gives me more time to see the slide and hopefully clean it up without hitting other ones.
ちょっと上に止めてください。間違えないでください。
little baby. Just takes a little bit of faith, trust, and pixie dust. Ooh, wait. Did I mention it's hot in this arcade? I've gone through 2 water bottles already. And I still feel so thirsty. Alright, that was some good work. Now to move on to another one. Oh my goodness, is that the top of the CiRCLE player himself? Telling me you don't with those kind of numbers? You must be in a lot of duos then. Okay, let's see. One is... this one would be kind of short and bursty. I'm gonna give it like a test. See how I'm feeling. I'll play this once and fragrance once. They'll be pretty fast ones, so I just have to see if I'm feeling like the shin vibes right now. Shin maimai. OG. I think this one's better to play with lower note speed and higher slide delay because my start doesn't know how to make flow. Maybe. I'm gonna give it one more run. I was doing good until I rushed full of that first spin. I also need to grip my brakes better, but a lot of those brakes are in terrible spots. Let's go for SC Plus. Pretend I'm going for full sync. fucking score. Completely different no count fame score. Yeah, I don't want to play that one. Those tap heavy my start charts are genuinely the worst in the goddamn game. Blackout Expert, hard pass. I don't want to touch that shit. But while we're still on shin, roll with all the fragrance. See if I can do anything with it now that I've improved by just a little bit. I feel like it's just one of those you have to memorize the taps. Because of how I push the buttons with the palm. I think those are two where I should just quietly throw like 12 credits in a row at them and just practice them on my own in silence. That's like after hours arcade when everybody's gone home and there's no air hockey. Alright, we'll go and double check Otomo, see how the scores are looking. Those SSS I ones always look brutal. I don't know how many you're going to be. If Loda's looking good, I'm going to practice Sandbox and Magical Paradox. And then we'll give Shin 8 a couple tries. Unless I'm getting really enticed by SML. Refund. I had like 100.778 on this and I lost. Let's see if we can do it again. I do have to run through SSS Plus.
き出すことの群れに私の
Every time I lose that damn ender. I messed up the big brake splash, and then there's a slide that I got good on, but it's gotta stop calling things free. Welcome to the stream. However, there's some really unlucky mistakes. I wish I didn't splash that good. Now everything else is maps. Leading to this is a worm down. Surely I can hit above triple S on this, right? Good until I got tired. A little more enduring than I remembered. Poor cab, I was shaking the hell out of you. Okay. Honestly, I have this in my head right now. Like, the areas that I could make mistakes. So I'm gonna give it a risk. If this person hit anywhere near AP, we're fucked. But you know, if we get hit like 100.7, 100.8, maybe we're safe. slides are so annoying. Absolutely borked out. Previous song was Unwelcome School. This song was Rushmore. It's okay, we only lose like 1 or 2 rating points for playing the upper ones. That's the reason that I risk those instead of the low. The low of any kind of risk, it's not worth touching because I lose 3 points if I lose. I got a title? Unwelcome School, 1 miss. では、すべて消してしまいましょう。Let's destroy everything. I agree. You can tell I'm getting a little tired. I need to go refill my waters, but pausing the stream is it's a risk factor, as they say. I'll give it 2 more credits, and then I'll take a small mute stream, turn off camera, grab water. See if someone's any nicer to us this time. I saw that. No way. Well, this is incredibly high risk, but it sounded like there was some interest in chat, so I'll give it a run. Yep, this is an arcade. I'm playing at round 1 currently. Nice, we got an upscore. For how long that was a nightmare chart for me. I'm glad we can do that now. So Maimai Deluxe is on catalog, so you can request your arcade to order it. The tricky part is that the cabs are pretty darn expensive to order off the bat. So, but if you know your arcade operator personally, you could talk to him about it. Drumming up interest gives a lot more likelihood that you'd be able to get one. This would be good practice for Shin 8, but I don't know if I should play it until now. You know what? I'm gonna take a risk. Seeing how clearly I took down Ruro Ranru, I'm gonna go for the rabbit song. It's called Katen Gette. It's one of 3 CiRCLE songs that I can get rating off of right now. And I kept choking it so much. I'm gonna use the next 2 tracks for it, and then I'm gonna cut myself off there. I need to prepare myself for the end, because it's da 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 da. But when I hit this, I need to so it'll be da 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 da. I don't know if you can see it, but there's an 11.19% Triple S Plus rate on this, even though it's a recent song. Kind of goes to show just how hard it is to close this damn thing out. I'd say this is one of the scariest Tech 14s. Bad break. But that ending is just so hard to hit properly. There's just too many steps to juggle. So I tried to button it that time. I'm just gonna scream. So it's take this slow. Getting the motions in is so hard. And that's why that chart sucks fucking ass. I hate it. I'm not playing it. I'm done. I'm trying to keep my temper in check. I think stream helps me keep mentally in touch a little more. But I just have thrown too many attempts at that song just to get that ending wrong. It's so frustrating. I need 8 arms. It's like the most octopus pattern I've ever seen in my life. Okay. One more credit and then maybe I might end stream early. Maybe I'll do one more normal credit and then a random non. And then I'm gonna chug a fuck ton of water and then play some casual lowers that I don't think anybody wants to watch me play. You know, underfill experts and maybe some basics and advanced. Yeah, that is probably my least favorite song of the version. The song itself I absolutely love. I love the vocals in it, I love the instrumentation, but man, that chart was butchered to hell. It was just perfect challenge bait. They put a bunch of crap that's really jutted and control heavy, and then puts it at the worst tempo to be a control chart. Okay, reset. Let's see what my tempos are. Everything is nice. Everything is nice. Well, I guess we're just gonna play whatever. If there's any requests in chat, I'll mess around with something. Otherwise, I'll just pick some stuff from 14. I'll give a lay on the upscores, right? way. Oh, money. Holy money. Thanks for stopping by, Aquarius. It was good to talk with you. Oh my goodness. Live on stream. What a push.
遊ぶ曲を選んでね。
How about we 14 plus? I have a song in mind that I want to work on for full combo. We'll give this 2 tries and then random dom. A little too tired for this right now. That should be a 14.7 at least. It's so exhausting and very technical. Welcome back. Gonna give this one more go and then a random dawn of max level. And I think we're gonna call it there. For the sake of my my stamina. My arms are a little tired. I think I've been playing for 3.5 hours straight. Something like that. one miss. A lot better than 6 or however I had. Okay, let's wrap this up the right way. Off to random dog. Definitely need some water after the next credit. We are gonna hydrate like a sponge. Oh, this is still phenomenal. Amazing. For so long I've wanted to lay a triple S plus. And I always choked it. But that time, I wasn't even close. I destroyed it.
Welcome to Maimai.
Okay, last credit. Let's roll. I have to make sure I scroll over. It's not a time to choose normal mode. Okay, let's see how good we roll. Ah, good. My favorite. My favorite song? Can you call it a song? That's rude of me, isn't it? That's how it feels sometimes when I'm playing it. I want my slides to be clean, so I need a judgment timing that does not have slides. I guess we're just playing with this one. Okay, I'm gonna do my best. I'm expecting like low double S, high S plus. No way. We lived. That was definitely triple S pace if I didn't fuck up that break at the end of the... If I hit that, that actually could have been it. That's wild.
これでいいね
Oh, you're giving me my problem charts today. Please. I'm so tired. I don't want to do
これ
this.
でいいね
I bet we lose all the health before we get to the drop. Oh my god. We're fighting our best here. It hurts.
ちゃんとダブルエスプレッソクリア
Imagine what it could be.
なかなか良かったぞ
I was starting to do the slide straight.
これでいいね
Oh! This is an incredible set for telling me to push myself.
これでいいね
It is a shame that I do not feel in the state that I can push myself, but I'm trying, doing my best. anymore. You also have dog shit in front of you. 6 misses. Fucking where? I don't even know. And then you gotta hit me with this one. I'm gonna channel what I was told by Jerry. I'm gonna tap in the slide. I always lose it at like the da 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 da, and then you have to do some fuck ass diamond into this shit. Okay, my mood's getting a little soggy, and I need water, so I think this is about time to wrap it. Thank you everyone for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I appreciate every single one of you who come to visit and chat. I don't know what I'm going to stream next, but I will hope to see you all next time. Keep an eye out for my scheduled streams.